Hi everyone. Okay, so I started crafting there and I thought I would turn the camera on. I'm actually waiting on my notebook charging so that I can do some work for uni. I'm in a kind of vintagey kind of crafty mood today. So I've put away all my Christmas stuff. Well, I've not put it away, it's actually sitting behind me because I'm not finished doing my Christmas stuff yet, but I've pulled out lots of sort of vintage bits and pieces. So all I done was I cut out, before I decided to turn the camera on, I've cut out this Elegance die from Tonic. If you remember, I got this at the Glasgow craft fair. So I've cut out Elegance, I've pulled out that, I've pulled out a bunch of stamps. So I've got the 1920s one by Crafter's Companion. I've pulled out a bunch from AliExpress, and I will have a disclaimer down below in the description box. I've got this one that I absolutely love. Audrey Shaw sent me this a while back last year and I love it. I've got this Paris themed one. I don't know if you'll be able to see this one very well. Travel themed one. Another travel theme. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, and I've got these tag ones. I've got the die to match this, which makes it nice and easy. I've got this one which I've never used. It's like the old fashioned cars. This one with all the memory sayings on it, like memories are meant to be made, not forgotten. This one is a kind of vintage Paris sort of postal one. That one. This one is kind of like a steampunky vintage. I absolutely adore this one. It's the vintage. It's the blueprints for the streetcar. This one I got from the D-Stash a while back. These ones with the vintage cars. So you can see I've just pulled out a bunch of vintage. These aren't all my vintage stamps, but the bottom drawer down there, I've got a bunch of stuff in front of it just now, so I didn't pull everything. I just wanted to get some stuff out. I didn't go rummaging. These are just some Graphic 45 ones. I've got that one. Oops, sorry about the glare. That one. So they're all kind of vintage vibe and themes and that. So I pulled out them, and I got this one out. This is the Tonic Charlotte Cameo and the Tattered Lace Arch Card Blank. So I've pulled them out. What else have I got out? This paper pad, Watch the Birdie, Tonic Studios. This isn't really vintage per se, but I love the images on this. I just think it's so cute. So I've pulled that one out. I've pulled out the Anna Marie Blissful Peach. I can't believe it. It's hard to use these guys, but I need to use them. I can't keep hoarding them. And then I've pulled out the first edition Love Letters as well. And I've also got out my 1920s Crafter's Companion card, the 300 GSM card. It's absolutely stunning. But again, I can't keep hoarding it. I need to use it. So let's see. So the first thing I've done was, as I said, cut out the Elegance die. I cut it out in craft card here, and then I cut it out. I'm going to zoom you in just a wee bit. And then I cut it out in gold mirror card. I also cut out the word Elegance. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but we'll see. So what I want to do then is pick my card blank, and I'm just going to get out one of these ready-made 6x6s that I got from the range last week. Fold it in half. So let's see. So this is just a wee bit of like a craft with you video, craft with me, you know, craft along. Hopefully you'll pick up some tips or whatever on the way. But we'll see. I just like doing these, guys. I like crafting along with you. I know that I like watching videos and other people are crafting, so I sit and craft as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy seeing what I'm up to. Anyway, let's see. So we've got that. Now I want to paper piece or dress in gold. That's why I've cut it out twice. But I also want to put a nice piece of card behind her. So let's pick something. First of all, straight, oops, I'll zoom you back out again for a second. Straight away, I love that one. Oh, look at that one. These pads of paper are just absolutely beautiful. First edition are always lovely, but look at that. That one's maybe a wee bit busy. It's just too hard to decide. I really like that. Let's see what that one would look like. Don't know, maybe that's a bit busy. Let's try the Anna Marie pad. Peaches. Look, I keep all my scraps. I can't even bear to part with a wee scrap yet. Isn't that terrible? Well, it's not terrible. I think all us crafters do it, but got that much paper. I still can't bear to part with a wee part yet. Maybe it's like an obsession, an addiction, but I know I'm addicted to paper actually. I didn't even know why I'm trying to say I'm not. I'm addicted to collecting paper. I totally am. Anyway, could be worse. I think all us crafters have got a bit of an addictive nature because, oh, our stashes. We can't bear to part with our stashes. Elizabeth is saying to me, I was saying to her I'm going to clean out my craft room again because I can hardly move. And she was like, be ruthless, because she just had, you know, she had her destash. But I'm like, oh, I'm trying. But it's hard. What do you think of that? Is that quite nice? Yeah, I quite like that, actually. So let's zoom in a wee bit again. And I think I'm going to go with that. But do you know what? I think it needs some gold around the edge. What do you think? Let me grab a wee bit of gold card. Right, let's see. Let's first of all matte and layer this gold on. Okay, so we'll just mark it here. I'm going to, that's too close. Mark it there. Mark it there. So I think my New Year's resolution for this year is going to be to try and use up some of my paper stash before I buy any more because, well, no, scratch that actually. Not before I buy any more because that's just not realistic, but try and use something up anyway because I'm absolutely overflowing here with paper. And it's because it's so beautiful, it's so hard to use, but at the end of the day, that's what we buy it for. So that's my resolution. Try and use something up. Right, so I'm just matting and layering on the next piece. Okay. Let's see how that's going to go here and there. That's quite good. Let's see if I can get the glue open. I've been really getting back into making my cards again, and I think it's because of Christmas, because I've been making a lot of Christmas cards. I've really been enjoying making cards again, which is good. Okay, so let's put gold down. And this gold mirror board, I buy it from B&M, and it's £1.99, and I think is it 20 sheets, 30 sheets, I can't remember, but it's actually really good. I've bought it for years. You get it in the gold and the silver. They also do the glitter sheets and things as well. Glitter sheets isn't something, I've got glitter sheets, but it's not something, you know, that I use an awful lot of. I don't know why, but I do use a lot of the mirror board, so If you're looking for that, guys, B&M, you get the gold and the silver for £1.99, which is a really good price. Right, so we've got that there. Now, oh, I think I've lost a bit of my... See, that's because I'm pushing it all over the place. A bit of my dress that I wanted to cut. See this bit? I think I've lost it. And I will have, because I've been pushing it a bit everywhere and not been careful. So how am I going to get around that unless I cut it again? Well, that's annoying. See what I mean? I'm such a messy crafter. I didn't even realise that I had lost it. No, I can't find it. Right, we'll come to that when we come to it. Okay, so I'm going to put this down here. On there. I'm just going to a wee bit of glue, and as long as the edges are mainly glued, you can pop wee bits of, but it's so fine anyway, it doesn't take a lot of glue. I used to have one of the big Xyron machines, which would have been good for this, but I didn't actually mind sitting putting the glue on. I think it's quite therapeutic. And if you hardly squeeze it, it hardly comes out, so it just puts enough on the back. Like that. And like that. And there you go. Okay. You could use a glue pen as well. I've got the what do you call them? That one, which is the Sticks 2. That one's actually really good. I like the flow of that one. And somewhere, she says, I can't even, wait a minute, stick this down. You know what one I mean? It's the Quickie glue pen. Maybe I've used it. Oh no, there it's. This one. Quickie, the Sakura Quickie glue pen. This one's good, but I prefer the Sticks 2. I just like it's got the rolling ball in it, and I like the way it comes out better. But you could use them as well on your fine dies. But I just use that. It's turned out fine. So there we go. So there's that bit. Then I want to paper piece in our bits of our dress. So let's start with, will we start at the bottom? Yeah. Just put a tiny wee bit of glue in. It literally doesn't need a lot because it'll stick anyway. Just I'm not even filling the whole bit, just a wee bit. And there. I think that's part of our dress there as well. And there. So we'll do the bottom bit first. Now, somewhere I have a set of tweezers. I've got these ones, I don't know. Maybe we'll try these ones. Oh, I don't know, it's a bit fiddly. I do have other tweezers somewhere. Wait a wee minute. Pop this one in first. Like that. Got these ones. Don't know if there's any better. These ones. These ones are really pointy, but that, I thought I had. Look, I'm pulling everything out because everything's on top of each other. What did I do with? I could have swore I had a pair of tweezers that I liked better than those ones. And I've got the ones with the wee scoopy bits. I don't know, maybe I'm dreaming. It'll not matter anyway. We'll just keep going. Do that. Didn't like doing it with that. Oops. Let's try it with this. Get in. Okay. So I'm just keeping on going and going and going and going. This bit, which I've got upside down. Quite footery. I like paper piecing, I've done it quite a lot, but it does take quite a bit of time. I think if you were batch making or things like that, you wouldn't obviously do this. This is just if you're like got some time like I've got today, and maybe making a special card, you would, you know, spend the time doing this. But it does look nice. If you can get it to go in. Okay, so I'll zoom you in a wee touch so you can see that a bit better. So I've actually put some cards, just 2 just now, but I will be putting up more, on my blog, www.thescottishcrafter.co.uk. If you go to the for sale section, you will see some cards that I've put up for sale, and I am going to be putting other stuff up there for sale as well. You can also go on there and request custom made cards, custom made journals, pocket letters, flip books, anything like that. If you want to order, just have a wee look on my blog, guys. Okay, so we're getting there with this bit. That looks nice. And then we have this bit here. Because that's still part of her dress. This bottom bit. That's round the wrong way, I think, is it? Yeah. Okay. That bit goes in there. Oops, pulled it back out again. Get in. And then a tiny wee bit at the end. Goes in there. Right, now I will pause the video and I will put in the rest of her dress, and then I will come back, or else this video will be about 3 hours long and you didn't want to sit and watch me just doing that anyway. Okay, so I've went ahead and popped all the bits in her dress, and I also put it in her parasol as well to match her dress and her gloves. So I think that looks nice. Let me just give this a wee shine up with any glue that's on it. So, what are we going to do next? I've got these beautiful Prima flowers that Vicky sent me. And they're stunning green. Right, let's zoom back out again just now. So, they're like a sort of vintage, gorgeous green. Could have that one there. They're really pretty. That one there. We could have a darker green. Aren't they really nice? They're like a sort of, what do you call that colour? Like a vintage, like a sage. It's lovely. So I think we'll have that there, and I'll have something in the centre of the flower. That would be quite pretty, I think. These are absolutely beautiful. I love those beautiful flowers Vicky sent me. And then let me grab my bling book. This was gifted to me by Crafty Little Amy, made for me. I think it was last year or the beginning of this year. And we've got some lovely snowflakes, and that one's really pretty. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one. What do you think? Maybe the yellow? Yeah, I think the yellow. So, let me just pop this back in. I love this bling book. Definitely, when it's empty, I'm going to fill it back up. The Amy filled it with some beautiful bling for me. Right, I can't get that back in, then I'll leave it in a second. I'll do that when I'm off camera. Right, so let's see. What else does this card need? Maybe a bit of lace, or a doily, or something. I know we're going to need a sentiment. How about on this die we've got some of this beautiful ivy. So we could maybe put some ivy underneath the flower trailing down. Do you think that would look nice? I think that would look nice. So we'll cut this out first. Okay, I'll go and cut this out. Okay, I've cut it out. This sounds pure weird, guys, but you know, I'm so Christmassy. It is really blowing a gale outside and it's making me feel really Christmassy. Right, I've cut it out in craft card because I just want to do the leaves in the green, and it saves me having to colour in, like, I put a wee bit of green on the stalks, but they're going to be like a browny green, if you know what I mean, just to tie the colours in. So I'm just swap to the bigger end, do it flicker, just adding some colour. I'm not doing it all over, I'm just doing it on some bits like that. So that was, in case you're interested, that was the DG4, just in case you're following along with colours and things. So move that flower, and that is going to go down here. I think that looks nice. So just use a wee bit of wet glue to tack it on. So this is a relatively quick card, apart from the paper piece in, but you don't have to do that. You could have just coloured her in. I'll put this down here over ivy. I think that looks nice. And then I'm going to have my flowers there, just sort of coming off the card a wee tiny bit, just a wee bit, so that it will still fit in a 6x6 envelope. Although if you're gifting it, you know, you could put it in a box. Most cards, if I'm gifting them by hand to family members and things, if they're, you know, if they've got a lot of decoration on them, even if they're quite flat, I'll still put them in a box. I just think it's nice to present them like that. I'm just trying to clear my glue a wee bit. This glue is driving me nuts. It doesn't usually clog as much, but for some reason recently it's been clogging. I don't know if it's because I've got the heating on a lot just now because it's been cold, which isn't like me because usually I'm boiling all the time, but I have been a wee bit cold the last few nights. Put that on there, and then finally got my bit of bling, and that's just going to sit in the centre. And that glue dries clear, so don't worry about that glue. Actually, I'm going to move this flower just down ever so slightly. It's already began sticking. Move it down just a wee bit. It was a bit too high if you want to get it in an envelope. There. Wipe off some of that excess glue. Even though it dries clear, it's still nice to wipe it off a wee bit. Right, so how are we looking? I'm going to go over the ivy with the Crafter's Companion Sparkle. And this is just a clear overlay. This was Elizabeth that gifted this to me. I'm actually buying some off her. She's got some more, because I think they're fab just for adding a wee bit of glitter. Like that. Put that on there. And for her skin, oops, I'm going to add in FS2 in the Spectrum Noir, just so that it takes it away from the colour of the backing card. Makes her look like she's standing free of the card. Put her arms in like that. And I think her fan I'm going to put in this green DG4 again. Okay, that looks pretty cute. Then, a couple of finishing touches. Wait a minute, this amount of glue on this is annoying me. Take some of this glue off. A lot of it's squirted out. And like I said, it does dry clear, but it's annoying me the amount that I've put on. Like that. Okay, and then finally, I think I'm going to put on into the trusty bling drawer, and right round the patterned card, just above the gold, I'm going to add some bling. And this is beautiful. This is the one from Poundland, but it's the sort of champagne coloured bling. I actually need to pick more of that up because I use so much of this. You get the two colours, if you can see there. Oops, sorry. You get the sort of ivory and you get the champagne. So for my vintage project, it's just perfect. So yeah, if you're looking for that, guys, that is from Poundland. Like that. And then up here, just put a wee... Now these are sticky, these gems, but we all know they could dry out pretty quickly, so it's good just to put excess glue on. Make sure your card's going to last, because there's nothing worse than stuff falling off when somebody receives it. And I'm sure if you give it to a special person, they're going to keep it. So you want it to last for a long time. So just putting that wee extra bit of glue on just make sure that they didn't fall off as easy. And then around this end, and you didn't need a lot of glue. I'm actually putting on too much there. It's coming out a wee bit too fast because I've unclogged it. But still, it doesn't matter. There. And finally, around this edge. Like that. And like that. Doesn't that look nice? I love that. It's absolutely beautiful. Love how it's turned out. That is so sweet. Okay, so final couple of touches. I wanted to find a sort of generic quote or saying, sentiment to put on it. So I'm going to pick Too Much of a Good Thing is Wonderful by Mae West. This is a Creative Expression stamp set. And I'm going to just... No, that's the wrong one. Put that one back on there. Here it is. Okay. We'll just grab a block. I'm not going to be colouring over this, so I'm going to use the archival. I'm going to zoom you guys back out a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And then I'm going to use a piece of the backing card that I used. And I'm just going to stamp it down. And these are already pre-mounted onto the cushions, these Creative Expression stamps. Too Much of a Good Thing is Wonderful by Mae West. And I will take this to the trimmer. Oops, wrong way round. Just leave a slight border. Okay, and then I want to get a bit of gold if I've still got a bit. I thought I still had. Oh, here we go, I have. So I'm going to go around this with the green to match it in. Just to make it look like it's got a wee extra matting layer around it. Like that. Now this card is going to be available to purchase on my blog. Again, it's www.thescottishcrafter.co.uk. I will leave the link in the description box if you want to go over and have a look. Like I said, there's a few other wee cards on there. I am going to be adding more stuff on, but I'm definitely going to add this one on because I think it's beautiful. So I'm just going around with my scissors and leaving a wee border like that. So I've made the wee sentiment, and that is going to go wait a minute, I'm going to take a wee bit more of the gold off just to make it slightly smaller. Okay, I'm just trimming it and leaving a smaller gold border around the edge, so you can still see it, but it's a bit smaller, like that. Okay, So then I think now I'm going to have that in the centre like that. So you can still see the bottom of her dress and some of the ivy. They put that there. Too much of a good thing is wonderful. I agree, actually. So that is the outside of the card finished, and then all I'm going to do is add in an insert. Now this is just a heavyweight piece of paper. I'd say it's about 150, 160. It's really good quality paper. It's the kind of paper I use for my wedding inserts when I'm doing wedding invitations. But because I'm going to be selling this card, I want to put some really good quality. And then all I'm going to do is, because it's a 6x6 card, I'm just going to take it to about 1/8 under 6. Let me just make sure I've taken off. No, I'm going to take a wee bit more off. Take it to 5 3/4. And again, on this side, 5 3/4. Like that. And for this, I'm just going to use a bit of double-sided tape. Run it down the edge. Actually, before I do that, I've got this punch. This is an ornate, I don't know if it's showing up, ornate corner punch. And I'm just going to pop that in on one side and on the other side, like so. No, didn't like that one. I've made a mistake. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay, so I've redone it, just because that other one I just didn't like it, had missed a wee bit, and there's no way I was going to put that into a card. So again, a bit sticky down the side. Take a card, put this inside, line it up, and just make sure that it's nice and straight. Like that. Close it down, open it up. So you've got a beautiful insert, and on the inside of this one, I am going to put this sentiment from the same stamp set, and it says, "Believe in your dreams." So let's just ink it up. And right in the centre, believe in your dreams. Isn't that beautiful? Believe in your dreams. And that is the finished card. All that's left to do is to sign it on the back. So like I said, guys, if you like it, let me zoom you in a wee bit. That is the finished card. Here is a believe in your dreams. If you like it, and you can see actually how nice it makes the sorry, somebody was phoning me there. You can see how nice it makes it with this insert. So it's really cute. So check out the blog if you would like to purchase this card, or if you'd like to order any cards or any journals or albums or anything like that, guys, go over and check out the blog. And I always post on there and say what I've been up to, so check that out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this craft with me. Let me know what you think in the comments of this card. And yeah, I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.